Hey guys, so if you saw my my kids choose my workout video, excuse you, excuse you. You said you didn't want a picture.
Say, mommy.
You told me you didn't want a picture.
Say, mommy.
You're sorry. It's okay. Okay.
Whoopsie. Say,
Oh,
mommy.
whoopsie! There was an accident. That was an accident. Oh yeah, here's another accident, right?
Whoopsie, mommy.
You're silly.
Whoopsie.
You're silly. Okay.
Whoopsie.
Can I talk? Okay. So I just wanted to address the how I started that video with having I was feeling pretty crappy, and the good news is that I am feeling a lot better. Lady. I'm feeling a lot better. The bad news is that I now have something else wrong with me that does not allow me to work out the way that I want to. So that sucks. But I feel better. So I'll just get to the point. I'll address this. I split my lip just from it being dry because I never put on like chapstick or anything. But so I'm pregnant again. So that was part of the reason that I was feeling, actually that was like all of the reason that I was feeling like crap because I was, so I'm in the second trimester now. I'm like week 14 and a half, or something like that. Yeah, so basically I was just having a really awful first trimester. The first month was not so bad, but the second and third month, oh my god, it was definitely the worst. And so this is my third, and this time was just way different and way worse. With the other two, it was basically, I had 2-ish weeks of some nausea, but I never actually threw up, and fatigue, and that was it. And then I was mostly fine until I just got big enough that I was just like uncomfortable, and I had some hip pain throughout those pregnancies too, and some heartburn. And that was basically the worst of it. I had some of the round ligament pain, just like pain in the lower belly.
Hey, mommy.
Hi.
You like your blue phone?
Oh, thank you. You like my blue phone. But yeah. So that was the extent of the other two. And I worked out through both of them as much as I could. Obviously, not as hard as I would if I wasn't pregnant, but I worked out, pretty hard. And I did Shaolin through both of them. So this time, though, like I said, I had 2 months of just, I don't even know how to describe it. I just felt awful. I felt, I was just nauseous constantly. I was simultaneously hungry, but also totally turned off by the idea of eating anything. And I was going to make a video while I was feeling this way so I could try to describe it better, but it would have been, I was so low energy that it just would have been a really just bad video. But, yeah, and I was so tired that I could barely do anything. The only time that this was really weird. The only time that I felt okay, like the only time that my guts didn't feel weird and turned upside down and bloated and nasty, sorry if it's TMI, but the only time was when I was actively, don't pull my hair, that is not nice. But the only time was when I was eating. So if I was sitting there and taking a bite of something and chewing on something, I actually kind of felt normal. So you can imagine, even though food was not exactly appetizing to me, I did a lot of eating. Yeah, so I have already put on somewhere in the realm of 15 pounds in 3 months. And it's not like, I mean, I'm sure there are people who are going to say, oh, that's not bad. Don't worry about it. You're pregnant, like it's a little more than what I wanted to put on in these first 3 months. It feels like, I feel like that's approaching or is, hitting that's a little too much range. So basically what I'm saying, I'm not going to starve myself. My God, please, nobody freak out. Okay, I've done this twice before and both of my kids are perfectly healthy. I mean, everybody has opinions about other people's pregnancies, which is interesting, but I do everything as healthily as I can. And I just want to basically I'm not going to cut calories so much. I just want to, now that I'm feeling better, work out more. So what is the point of this video? Well, one, just like an update of me talking at the camera because I feel like it. And two, it just got warm in here. Oh, that was another symptom that I was having. I was having like crazy hot and cold flashes. Like 1 second, and it would be, oh my God, I swear, like 40 times a day, I would just be like suddenly really hot and then suddenly freezing cold. I had to have a blanket with me everywhere and a jacket, and then I would be like ripping it all off because suddenly I would be like sweating. It was very strange, very, very uncomfortable, obviously. But anyway, what I would like to do is start adding daily yoga or a walk. So if I can go outside, like it's not raining and horrible and cold, then I would like to just go for a walk in the morning, which I don't do right now because, well, it's honestly just hard to get the girls out of the house, and I've just been lazy. I have been, after those 2 months, it's been really hard to get back to like a good schedule, like a good, get my motivation back. So that's what I'm trying to do, get that back. And then if I can't go outside, well, do a freaking yoga session. I'm actually a certified yoga instructor, but that's going to be another video. I'm going to talk about all of that process. But what I would like to do is just incorporate these things because, like I said in that workout video, I have not been able to work out the way that I want to. So I just need to do lighter workouts more often because they make me feel good, guys. Man, like I felt awful during those 2 months when I could not work out properly because I just felt bad. Like I just felt so disgusting and tired, and I felt like I was going to throw up if I did anything even remotely strenuous. So I didn't do a whole lot of it. Like I said, I still went to the dojo. I still did martial arts, but I modified everything to the extreme. And I'm still going to be modifying everything. Like that starts for me almost immediately every time I get pregnant. I modify my kicks, I modify my movements, anything that is a really quick jerky movement, I just don't do it quickly. Basically, I slow everything down. My forward bends, I have to modify those. I modify a lot of my stretches. And lately, like I said, there's another problem now. And with my other 2 pregnancies, I told you that I had hip problems. Like my joints start to get really, it feels like inflammation. But yeah, they just, especially in my hips, just really hurt. And this time, it's just so much worse. My right hip, specifically, is it hurts so bad. And this just started like last week. It's, if I do like certain movements, I was like practically unable to walk after class one time, and it was like something that came on slowly after class. It wasn't like I just immediately knew that it hurt, but when it did start hurting, I started, going easier on it. But it's still, by the end of class and after class, oh my god, it hurt so freaking bad. By the next day, it was mostly fine again. But basically, I am cutting out running. Can't do any jogging because that seems to be what triggers it, like at the beginning of class. I'm sure there are other things that will trigger it, but the jogging that we do at the beginning of class, I'm cutting that. We have a bike there. Instead, I just ride the bike, which doesn't hurt it at all, which is great. So I want to switch my focus to the things that I can do and I can even improve on while in this state. So things like, there are exercises that I can do to strengthen my legs that don't involve, jumping and things like that. Obviously, I could focus on my leg strength and my arm strength in ways, that don't affect the pregnancy whatsoever. And I can work on my flexibility in some areas that, obviously not forward bends, but, flexibility potentially in my hips. I do want to be obviously careful with my hips because they are apparently so fragile when I'm pregnant. But I can work on flexibility in certain areas, like my shoulders are not particularly flexible, and my, I don't know I guess my ankles and my ankles are not particularly flexible. I can work on my grip strength and stuff like that, so that when I come out of this, I haven't, just maintained, which I obviously know that I have not maintained. I've already lost strength significantly because of how little I was doing for those 2 months. And then the first month of my pregnancy, I was not doing less because I couldn't work out hard. I was doing less because I was just unable to make it to class because I was so busy with work that it was insane. I was so busy. And the weather, we had to cancel class several times. So I basically had 3 months of doing much less than what I usually do. But yeah, I just wanted to chat about that for a second, let people know what's going on, and I would actually like to potentially document more of this pregnancy stuff, but I do kind of subscribe to the don't go sharing it to the world until you know that everything's good, and everything's good. So that's why I didn't say anything until now. But yeah, other exciting thing is that today is that workout video with the kids was filmed like a few weeks ago. So I've been feeling better for like 2-ish weeks now. So that's good. But today is actually the day that we're doing the Shaolin Easter egg hunt, which you will have seen the teaser for that in that other workout video. So maybe I'll film something of that. Obviously not the kids in the class, but I'll film some of it. Something, somehow. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm excited to do it. I think they're going to have fun, even though they're working out. That's the goal, right? Just have fun while working out, right? It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Because, there is no reason that I can't take a walk or do yoga. Keep myself in shape, and feeling good, because I would like to do everything that I can to avoid some of the other pregnancy symptoms, like swelling up too much, which I did not have issues with the first 2 times. So I have high hopes that will still be good. and my back, which I can show you pictures. Oh, let me show you pictures of my spine. That'll be fun. Here you go. But my back is not great, so I would really like to, that's why I really want to maintain a good level of weight gain and not just go crazy, because I want my back and my hip, which is currently in pain, to not be under too much stress, pressure, or any more than it needs to be, basically. And yeah, and I want recovery to be as easy as it can. Last 2 times it went pretty easy, but the trend does seem to be, you know, that the first one was the easiest, second kid was a little harder. This one is definitely harder. Definitely harder. So I am mentally preparing myself for the possibility of this pregnancy just getting, like, me getting more of the bad symptoms, right? So I would like to try to avoid that as much as possible by staying fit, staying healthy, eating healthy, and, you know, maintaining the appropriate amount of weight gain, and my vitamins, all that good stuff. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you for watching, if you watched to this point. If you did watch to this point and you feel like commenting, I've been seeing lots of YouTubers doing this lately. If you did get to this point, comment and leave one of those little baby, the baby emoji, and say something about anything. Tell me how I'm doing something wrong. No, just tell me about experiences you've had with your pregnancies, if you've had a pregnancy, or with somebody that has been pregnant. Yeah, sure. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. And if you liked this video, like it. If you are interested in keeping track of me and my life and these crazy beings, subscribe. And thank you for, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, that's great. I will see you later. Bye.